The critical role that Focus is playing in molding our young people.
Being orderly, be calm, use data to make decisions.
Who I am today is because in 1975 I became the CU chairman. I believe that's the biggest turning point of my life.
Everyone has a story to tell. Some of these stories are heartbreaking, some are uplifting, and some stories stand out to inspire. The story of Focus Kenya is an inspiring journey of growth, transformation, and impact.
I've again learned leadership qualities which I did not have before, like leading people without anger.
With a shared goal of transforming the society, Focus brings together students of higher learning institutions, graduates, partners, church, and like-minded collaborations. This creates a movement of change, impact, and influence that inspires people to action. Reaching students, changing nations.
Shine, Focus, shine!
The journey of Fellowship of Christian Union started in 1973, where it was registered as an interdenominational and non-profit movement in Kenya. Focus is an umbrella body bringing together Christian unions from different universities and colleges throughout Kenya. All Focus lives for is to see Christian students and associates impacting institutions of higher learning, the church, and the society.
The vision of Focus, it's a vision of global impact. When you reach out to a first year student, second year, third year, fourth year, literally you have no idea who they will be and where they will be. And it's such a God-given chance when we equip them, disciple them, and nurture them, and release them to the world.
We have mature Christians, and they are grounded. You'll find that like the second service, the age is between 30 and 40. Some are senior elders. And if it was not Focus, if it was not, them being involved in Christian Union, maybe they could not be as strong as they are.
Currently, Focus operates in 7 regions with 162 Christian unions, bringing together over 51,000 plus Christian union students, over 10,000 graduates, and over 80 full-time staff. People who have gone through university and college remember Focus for different reasons, but they all point to the impact that the Focus programs have had in their lives. Bible study, mentorship, Best P, STEM leadership trainings, discipleship classes, advocacy campaigns such as Chastity Campaign have molded young people to be who they are today.
There's something about the CU that you don't just find anywhere. How the CU is customized, how everything is tailored towards the student needs, and how you just enjoy serving among your fellow brethren. It's nice singing with people like Diana, as opposed to going to a mixture where there are big people, you will feel intimidated. But in the midst of fellow students, I think you enjoy being there and you stir each other to grow.
One of the things that I've gained in the Christian Union is honesty, accountability that you get from the Christian Union. And by that, it has really helped me even to open up for the things that I struggle with, and they're in a position to help me.
I was young. And then I come to this Christian Union, I'm the music director, and I meet people who are way older than me, and I have to lead them. And this is someone who is in their 6th year, and I am just in my 1st year, and it was something. But we went through the training. Through that, I got confidence to even text them and call them and check up on them. Another thing that I learned from our CMF, Edward Gugi, is practicality. We want to take our CU somewhere. We have big things planned, but how practical is it? He actually taught us how to just go down to your notebook and be practical. Yes, you want to achieve this, but what is your first step? Who will you need in this journey? How will you go about it?
I'm a beneficiary of Anza Fit. Actually, it was one of those eye-openers of what really campus was. You know, when you join campus, there are usually those myths and misconceptions that one has about campus. I can remember one thing that my dad told me, that when you go to campus, ensure that you don't go to any ladies' room. I can also remember like this perception that you had that in campus is all about partying, and then I come from a very conservative Christian family, so I think I was taught more of the don'ts. But then coming to campus, it opened me up to a new perspective of what real campus was, that you could still be a Christian and still be relevant also in campus.
I remember my first time to have a structured Bible study was courtesy of Focus. That is when I learned that you can have a structured Bible study using a Bible study guide. It is through Focus that I was mentored about the world of work, the world outside there as a Christian, as a fourth-year student. I think this is now what we call VUCA Fit program.
This university, we have what we call the Monday Enriches. On Monday, teams are assigned some hostels to reach out. And so far, I have even reached around to people now whom I have now, they can see they are born again, and we are working with them around 7.
I was this kind of a person who defend my faith with all the force at all the time. Christ is the Lord and you have to accept it. And and when apologetics came in and I joined BSP, I realized that there is a way that you can defend your faith without really applying much force, and also again with love, because at the end of it all, the aim is bringing them to Christ.
I encountered the first STEM staff to kind of interact with though at a distance, and he was more Clem Wangi. He would occasionally come to our meetings, and then he's like asking, so when he comes sit here, I would kind of push my seat a little bit. I was literally afraid. And our current STEM staff, she's amazing. Blessed Faith. I mean, we've taken selfies together, and then I realized, Kai, these are the people I used to fail in first years. So they're very human. I mean, we can laugh, we can take it together. I mean, it's really amazing. I've learned a lot from Blessed Faith, and I'm still learning a lot.
STEM is, in full, is short-term experience in ministry. And it's always an opportunity that is given to student graduates who have completed their studies and they have served in the Christian Union in most cases. There are many lessons I learned while in STEM. It's not once or twice. When I could just attend a Christian Union because I wanted to attend the CU service. And then when the chairman is introducing the speaker, I am called out. Yet I was not ready. I wasn't aware I was going to preach. So I also learned that you need to be ready at whatever point. I still do consistent Bible reading, a virtue that I learned when I was in STEM. You realize that even today if you tell me to preach, I will tell you what I read in the morning.
There are instances when we are in our meetings and we are unable to make decisions that are going to be long-lasting, and they help us because they have better knowledge and experience in service. So in that way our decision making has been enhanced greatly by the presence of Focus staff.
Focus is not Focus without the conferences. So far, Focus has held 12 Discipleship Ezra conferences and 10 commission conferences on missions that bring students and associates together from all parts of the country, across Africa and beyond.
I also had an opportunity to attend the 2019 conference. I was so weak in reading the Bible actually, but after the conference, I can now read the Bible, understand it, and I made a commitment to every time that when I study the Bible, I will share it. And currently I'm sharing to over 400 people a day. I do it through SMS. Every morning, I wake up, I study the word, I meditate, and I share it to my contact list.
The National Leadership and Mentorship Summit, I guess one thing that really stood out for me was the aspect of teamwork and excellency. As a leader, I embrace everyone in the team because they have a part to play. No one has a lesser role, no one has a greater role. Being able to be driven by the essence of excellency in my leadership drove me even to try to explore different ways in which I could lead better.
I was in 1.1 when Ezra was being held back then in 2019, and they called me to serve as a Bible study pastor. And I remember asking this Focus staff called Andronicas, wait, why are you guys telling me to become the Bible study pastor? Because I am a first year. So she had this conversation with me, and the moment we were there, it made me grow. You know, I saw myself as a seed that is being imparted to, that is being, you know, grow, Sarah, keep on growing, you know. And I was actually the youngest in my Bible study group. You know, you're becoming a pastor to some associates and they have their child there. But I thank God for the experience.
It has been 48 years of reaching students and changing nations, and even with the dynamism over the years, with the recent one being the COVID-19 pandemic, Focus has always risen to the occasion, stronger and better. The Focus mission has not stopped.
One word to describe Focus is discipleship.
For me, it's the conferences, it's the retreats, their programs, mentorship,
discipline,
unity,
excellence, right doctrines.
A student Christian life that is whole.
I am who I am because Focus invested in me.
The person I am today, I'm a product of Focus.
Focus is an extremely strategic ministry. A ministry that has potential for global impact. Because when you're thinking of the students we are reaching out, it's such an opportunity to impact them at a very critical age when they're making critical decisions in their lives. There are many ways of plugging in to Focus work. First is prayer. Pray for a student. Pray for the programs. The other way to plug in is to avail yourself to do direct student ministry, where you can actually say, as an associate, I'll spare a day in a month or 2 days in a month or a day in a week and check out whether there is a Christian union near where you stay or work and partner with Focus, Secretariat, to be either an associate staff or an associate who desires to work in that specific Christian union. The other area is financial support, where you can purpose to give to Focus.
You can be part of this inspiring story. Join the CU in your institution and benefit from the amazing work done in the institutions of higher learning. If you're a graduate, get in touch with the Associates branch near your area of residence. For more information, visit our website at www.focuskenya.org.
The Fellowship of Christian Unions, reaching students, changing nations.